Good hump day morning. My name is McHugh David, publisher and editor of the news. Appreciate you joining us this morning for the Livingston Parish News Morning Show. We do these shows every day right around 7:30. Had a little trouble getting the kids to school this morning, but we are here. It is 7:40 a.m. in the booth. Appreciate you joining us. If you can't watch these right as we push them out live on Facebook, you can catch them at www.livingstonparishnews.com/podcast. We have audio and video versions available for you there. Traffic today, looking at delays starting at Millerville on I-12 westbound, backed up all the way to Jubin Road. Intermittent, kind of those start and stop sort of deals, convince you that the traffic isn't there, and then all of a sudden you smack right back into it. So be on the lookout for that this morning. However, surface streets are looking pretty good. Only minor delays at 4-H Club Road, River Road, and 190. Minor delays on 64. However, there are some heavy delays if you end up taking a left right there on the Greenville Springs. And, of course, the normal delays around the high schools, especially Denham, Walker, and Live Oak. Burgess and 449. 16 heading out of Watson, as well as 16 in front of the high school in Denham Springs. It's currently 42 degrees, a little nicer day today than it was yesterday. There is a small chance of rain. However, you're looking at a high of 57 degrees, overnight low of 39. So not quite freezing, but it is going to be very cold. Try to pay attention to your outdoor pets, that kind of thing. Help them stay warm. Last night, the Denham Springs City Council gave recovery coordinator, there it is, Jeanette Clark, the green light to seek grant money from the Louisiana Watershed Initiative, which we've discussed here before. The $1.2 billion that came down in a HUD block grant, this was the way that the state determined was best to distribute that money to 8 different watersheds. Livingston is part of Watershed 7, so Denham Springs, therefore, is part of Watershed 7. They had a meeting last Friday discussing what the grant process was. This is step 1, which is a pre-application as well as a submittal of the interested projects for round 1 of funding. There will be 3 rounds of funding. First round is $100 million, and it goes up from there. 2020, round 1, 2022, round 2, and 2024, round 3. Ms. Clark told the council last night that she's going to be interested in 3 projects in particular, one of which is the 3rd Street Culvert, which is currently, it has a flat bottom, catches a lot of debris, a lot of trash, a lot of sediment. Going to try to make that a fully round oval bottom so that everything flows through appropriately. You'd be surprised how much that impacts the drainage, especially in the downtown area. Talking about the downtown area, she's also going to be looking to change the parking lot for City Hall, especially after the renovations are done and there'll be more space to it. Looking for more pervious material to use for the parking lot, a lot of green infrastructure. There were students from the LSU School of Architecture and Engineering that came to Denham Springs to discuss those very things, trying to hold more water. Right now, the downtown area is just a giant concrete slough, I guess you can say, pushing water down there into that 3rd Street culvert, actually. So looking to hold some of that storm water during major events, especially these summer events, so that everything doesn't go rushing down there to Centerville, causing problems during those heavy rain periods. The last deal is trying to find some acquisition money for repetitive lost homes, especially in the Spring Park area. Talking about slough, even from where Centerville meets Range Avenue, when you go west from there towards the Amite River, it even gets lower. Of course, there's the old site of the First Baptist Church. Part of that process will be the acquisition of that property, turning it into green space. However, the church has the money to demolish. The city does not have the money to acquire. So they're trying to get that out of this grant program, as well as try to acquire some other smaller properties in the area, which are, as mentioned, repetitive loss. What that means is over the past 5 years, they've flooded at least 2 times. And there are plenty of properties in that area that experience that. So they'll be applying for those grants. As of right now, we're not sure what the parish or Walker, we're not entirely sure what the parish or Walker will be doing. But they are part of the group, and this $1 million or $100 million is open to everyone, and it's open for application. Business of the Year awards for the Livingston Parish Chamber are due tomorrow. That would be Thursday, December 12th by midnight, or 11:59 p.m. actually. There are small, large, and medium business awards, as well as a community impact award. You can see their Excuse me, I'm having a little trouble this morning. You can see the qualifications required for those different size businesses at the Chamber's website. Remember, those are due tomorrow by midnight. You can also read about it at www.livingstonparishnews.com /news, we also have last year's winners listed on there. So you can kind of see what the requirements are and some of the things that those folks said. It was confirmed that Mr. Dennis Perkins, on Monday, his lawyer, Mr. Borland, out of Baton Rouge, had requested to be removed from the case. He and Mr. Perkins could not agree on a defense as they move towards a trial date of December 19th. We have confirmed that Mr. Perkins will have some time to receive new counsel or seek new counsel before that December 19th date. However, it does not look like the Attorney General's opinion at this time is going to come out before that date. That date will be for initial motions made for the new counsel, and that is about it. As you might remember, his wife, Cynthia Perkins, as well, her trial date has been delayed without a date in anticipation of seeing the results of the Attorney General's investigation and the Attorney General's opinion on the investigation. So a lot of things are hinged on that Attorney General investigation. The sheriff has has not given any more comment since his press conference. The school board, likewise, has not given any more comment since they released that they were complying with the wishes of the Attorney General during his investigation. So we're all waiting for that result here in the Christmas season, I guess you can say. It was opening night at the parish tournament last night. Mr. Will Weathers and Mr. Rob DeArmond were very busy yesterday trying to get all those first games in. A lot of play-ins, I guess you can call them. Lower seeds play on the first night. We'll be getting into some more high seed action this evening. Starting this afternoon, actually, the tournament opens up immediately following school and runs into the night. Yours truly will be out there this afternoon taking some pictures of some of the early games, so be on the lookout for that. Albany softball had 3 signings on, I believe it was Monday. Miss Madison Knight went to Williams Baptist, Abby Spring to LSU Eunice, and Brittany Turner to Nicholls State. So congratulations to those 3 ladies for taking the next step in their career and going on to collegiate level athletics. And good luck in this upcoming season for their senior years. $300 in a mountain of gifts awaited the sheriff from the Denham Springs Garden Club. The sheriff does his annual Christmas crusade, and that's where you might see those officers standing outside Walmart. They will be outside Walmart through December 19th. The delivery date for the gifts is December 20th. You can go bring them anything. A single toy works, a check, some cash, whatever. Trying to get donations in for these needy families in the Livingston Parish area who are looking for gifts for their children. Here, as we've talked about during the holiday season, the Denham Springs Garden Club gave him a mountain as well as a $300 check. As mentioned, they donated that yesterday, Tuesday morning. So thank you, Denham Springs Garden Club, for that. And the sheriff said he was very appreciative. He knew that people would take advantage of those toys and would enjoy them for their children for this Christmas. Again, the Sheriff's Christmas Crusade, there it is, runs through December 19th for donations. You can find the Sheriff's deputies outside of Walmart. They work after hours or off the clock to man those tables. And the delivery will be on December 20th to those needy families. It was announced yesterday that the spring semester night class application for some of the vocational courses offered through the Livingston Parish Public School System was open. You can find all of that information at www.livingstonparishnews.com/breaking news. We put it there. It is free to read. There is a long list of potential classes you can take, including drone. There's a drone course offered through Walker. They do have a night class version of that. So a lot of interesting classes that you can sign up for. Check that out on our website, www.livingstonparishnews.com. Let's go one more time around with your traffic. Delays at Millerville and backing up intermittently to Pete's Highway, so please keep an eye on that. Hadn't really affected the surface streets just yet. Kind of normal flow going there. Little minor delays at 4-H Club Road, River Road, and 190. Minor delays on 64 heading into Central with some heavier delays once you get on Greenville Springs. That traffic is starting to move away from the high school, so looking a little bit better in those areas. That would be Watson, Walker, and Denham Springs. It's currently 42 degrees. 57 degrees is going to be your high with 39 in an overnight low. So not quite freezing, but keep an eye on those pets. Try to keep them warm overnight. We know they have a fur coat, but that's still pretty cold. One last time, my name is McHugh David, publisher and editor of the news. Appreciate you joining us this morning for the Livingston Parish News Morning Show here on Hump Day. Trying to get over the hump, get towards the the ride off into the sunset, I guess you can call it, into the weekend. Please remember that the news is on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. We are online, as mentioned, with an app. We do have an app, and we are at www.livingstonparishnews.com, and we are once a week in print on Thursdays. Thanks again for joining us this morning. We hope you have a great day. We do hope some of this sunshine that's pouring through stays that way. Hope it doesn't rain, but it might, small chance. And please try to stay warm today. Try to stay dry if it does rain, and we will see you tomorrow.